Hello again. I am Xur, Agent of the Nine. And unlike some other weekly Bungie visitors, I show up every week on time and bring my items as promised. Except for that one week where I did not bring a weapon at all. But I made up for it by bringing you the Galahorn shortly thereafter. So, when I miss my date of arrival or miss an item when I arrive, I more than make up for it. Unfortunately, some of those in this world of Bungie do not appear when they are supposed to. And even worse, they do not give you the good information that they should be giving you when they do arrive. I am not naming names here. Teach. And I am not discussing the specifics of what this is all about. This week at Bungie was not here today. But rest assured that every week at this time you will find Xur in the tower, bringing you this week's deals, because I am dedicated to you, Guardians. I am dedicated to bringing you the greatest items that I am allowed to bring you from the Nine. But until later, courage, because sometimes I bring a real stinker. That is not my fault. It is the fault of the Nine. But at least I come here and own up to it. Unlike Deej. So, without further ado, let me give way to my good friend, the Scot, aka the King, and he will give you my report. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you very much there, Xur. And yes, it is your good friend the King, aka the Scot, welcoming you to yet another Destiny video. This is the Xur Report for this week. And as you can see here, I am in the hangar right now. But I'm headed down to our good old party place, the Lounge. Because that's where Xur's hiding out this week. Oh, that dude. Hey, look at this dude. Look at that. He's got a Twilight Garrison. I wonder, he's down here near Xur. He's wearing that Garrison. Did he just buy it from Xur? Are the prayers being answered for everyone that's been in prayer circles trying to get the Twilight Garrison? Does he have it this week? Could this be an awesome week? Let's find out. No! No, Twilight Garrison. Unfortunately, just not there. What he does have this week, however, for the Titans is an insurmountable skull fort. That, of course, is the Daft Punk Disco helmet that changes its nice little LED lights on the face, which I've always thought is a pretty cool helmet. It was one of I think it was my first Titan exotic. Certainly the first Titan exotic helmet I had. Way back in year one. Ah, oh, memories. It was a little different back then. Nowadays, you used to get the kills with Stormfist immediately trigger health regeneration. That was from last year. And respawn with full melee charge. But what they added for year 2 was gain a second melee charge. So this works quite similar to the Claws of Ahamkara for the Warlock. You get a second melee charge, or of course inherently with gunslingers with the 2 throwing knives. Or, of course, they also have sealed Ahamkara crafts to give you 2 melee charges. So, this is the only one where it's on a helmet. So, 2 melee charges. I like this helmet. I use it occasionally. Although not quite as often, as it's just hard to find a lot of exotics to use nowadays. Mainly because, well, you can't get them above 310 for the most part. You can, but, you have to go to trials, or infusion, of course. But, so... this is obviously a 280. Discipline and strength, you might want to twist fate on that. It's got invigoration, which, you gain bonus melee energy on orb pickups. So, it kind of defeats the purpose of the strength. But you can get super bonus. You can bonus super energy from melee kills. So again, these perks I think are static on this. I'm not 100% sure. I'm fairly sure hands-on is. Not sure about invigoration. I'd have to look at the one that I have to make sure. But you know, you could also put heavy lifting on. So there you go. No Twilight Garrison. Sorry, that guy was just a tease. He got it from somewhere else. He's been lucky, like me. Over here is the Acleophage Symbiote Helmet for the Hunter. Now, this was a go-to item in year 1. In year 2, not so much. Why? Because while it isn't stated here, the name perk on this, Last Man Standing, Golden Gun gains 1 additional shot for you. Sounds great, right? Four Golden Gun shots instead of 3? Awesome! That's how it was in year 1. It was just an additional shot. Unfortunately, in year 2, they did something a little underhanded. What they did was, you get 1 more shot still, but they cut down the time you get to use your Golden Gun. So this is one of the few exotics, and perhaps the only exotic, that actually nerfs one of your abilities. In this case, the time for the Golden Gun. Now, of course, this was a good use in PvP, but now you have less time to find your targets. So using it almost penalizes you, because it's sometimes hard to find 4 people to shoot with your Golden Gun. So there you go. And they've given you even less time to use it. Here we've got Inverse Shadow, which is increased super energy gain from killing minions of the darkness, or Second Thoughts. But if you got Inverse Shadow, you don't really need Second Thoughts. Over here you got Innovation, bonus grenade energy on orb pickup. You got Intellect and Discipline, so, that's not a bad roll. You might want to change Intervention, but again, bonus grenade energy isn't a bad thing. But of course, you can always twist fate. For the Warlock, it is the classic Heart of the Praxic Fire. Now let's take a look here. Oh, so sexy. Look at that. Look at that gear. It's such a sexy, sexy piece of material. I've always liked this. It eluded me for quite some time in year 1, but I finally got it, and of course now I've had it plenty of times. This one's all discipline, but you can add some intellect to it as well. You got hand cannon ammo, sniper rifle ammo. That's a pretty good roll. Void burn defense. So, if you get a void burn nightfall, you tick this on and it knocks down the 3 times damage, I think, back to 2. I think that's what that does. Makes it more on par with your 2x damage to them. And of course you got solar armor. So you could wear this most of the time, because you're going to be wearing this with your Sunsinger, because this further decreases all ability cooldowns while Radiance is active, and you get greatly increased agility at that time. So that was added for year 2, the greatly increased agility. I believe they may have slightly nerfed the cooldowns a bit on this, although that might just be overall that the cooldowns are kind of nerfed in year 2. But I don't know. You really do notice it, though, in anything that has trickle, where basically Radiance is nerfed almost to uselessness, other than reviving yourself. Anywho, it's a good-looking piece. If you don't have one, pick it up. Now, here is where you're going to have to be very, very careful this week. As you notice here, they decided, in their infinite wisdom, to not have a weapon this week, because we have the exotic engram this week, and it's for helmets. Now, if you take a look right next door here, the legacy engram this week is for helmets. So we got a bit of a problem here, don't we? Exotic engram, 19 strange coins. Legacy engram, 29 strange coins. Year 2 item, 19 strange coins. Year 1 item, 29 strange coins. So you're going to have to be very careful here. Make sure if you're going to buy an engram, you buy this one right here. Don't touch this one. You don't want it unless you really want an Arachnid helmet or Eternal Warrior or the Glass House. Every other helmet is in year 2. Now, if you've had trouble, I guess you could buy both, but why do that? Why not just try for year 2 items here? They're 10 coins cheaper, and they're usable. Here again, again, if you have, if you want to really complete your year 1 collection of armor, I guess you could use that. But other than that, just stay away and buy the year 2 one. make sure you're buying that one. Don't buy this one. Make sure you're only spending 19 coins per engram and not 29. Again, they decided to make both the same this week, so just watch out. Be careful. That's all I'm saying. Don't waste more coins than you have to. Down here we got the plasma drive, the void drive, heavy ammo synth, the Rhea coins, and glass needles, and of course the emotive light exchange. So, alright. So, as you can see, we were teased a little bit by that Titan up there, saying, oh, maybe he's got the Twilight Garrison, but unfortunately, it just wasn't meant to be. Another week of waiting for those who want to evade an air as a Titan. It is a lot of fun to use, but unfortunately, those who have not been blessed with it will have to wait another week, at the very least. So I thank you for joining me this week here on the Xur Report. I am glad to be here every week at the same time, without fail, to bring you the deals, because I know you want them, I know you need them, and I know you love them. Even if you don't show up and care. So, like I said, unlike this week at Bungie, I'm here every week, Friday morning when you get up. Thank you for joining me this week. We'll see you next week. Same Xur time, same Xur channel. Eat a dick. Let's go party! All right! Yes! Rock out, Paul McCartney!